have a tongue, have a revelation, have an interpretation. Let all things be done unto edifying.
This is Ephesians 5, verse 6. Let no man deceive you with vain words. For because of these things cometh the wrath of the Most High upon the children of disobedience. And the children of disobedience is talking about you Israelites that are not right. Be not ye therefore partakers with them, for ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in Yahushua. Walk as children of light. It says, for the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is acceptable unto Yahushua, or Yahushua. Proving what is acceptable. What does he accept? All right? Having a cookout on a so-called Sabbath, does the Most High accept that? And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. So the different groups that are outside of us, you don't have no fellowship with them, but then you cut them, you reprove them. That's what the scriptures is saying, okay? You don't get together and be politically correct with them. Ain't no way in the hell you got a Old Testament Israelite and a Messianic Israelite, they're going to get together and then they're going to stay together. Them guys broke up. They tried to have a meeting and they went their separate way. They were trying to be nice with each other, but things didn't work out. And I said that before it happened. It says, for it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret. But all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light, for whatsoever doeth make manifest is light. It says, wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepeth. You got guys that know that they're Israelites, but they still sleep. And arise from the dead, and Yahushua shall give thee light. Because a lot of you think you know a couple of scriptures and you got the light. You don't got the light. You gotta know the whole book, man. You know? It goes on to say, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, knowing what time you're living in, because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will. Let me read that again. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And be not drunk with wine. You know what wine is? It's talking about them other philosophies, even among Israel. The mermaid thing, that's being drunk with wine. Cornelius is an Edomite, that's being drunk with wine. The mark of the beast is Christianity and an embargo, that's being drunk with wine. It says, and be not drunk with wine where is excess, but be filled with the Spirit, speaking to yourselves in psalms and in hymns and in spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to Yahweh. And we're making melody. We're singing to you right now, man. It says, submitting yourself one to another in the fear of the Most High. What's the fear of the Most High? Going by what this book says, man.
That's right. And I just want to say this, Nate, he's the master of gradualism. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that. Gradualism is something that you push into people's minds a little at a time. You don't give them the whole dose. You give them a little bit at a time. Every time we teach something, he'll teach against it, but then he'll start backpedaling, when the information starts coming out. Now, a brother in the live show, he posted his website, and on his website, they teaching that the new moon is a Sabbath, which we've been teaching that for the longest. Now all of a sudden they teaching it, No, they
probably teaching that. I gotta see it myself. They're probably teaching that the new moon is a Sabbath, which we should all know. But then you got the Sabbath, Friday sundown and Saturday sundown. I don't know if they're going by that, you base it on the new moon, and then 7 days after that, whether it fall on a Wednesday, I don't know. Okay, because the new moon is a Sabbath. It just means rest.
But they never taught that the new moon was a Sabbath. The new moon was a feast day to them, you know. But then they say that you can still cook, you know.
Well, then they're going off.
So that's the point. You know, the point is, you know, little by little things here and there, he's tweaking it. Like the Cornelius thing. He wasn't teaching Cornelius was an Israelite years ago. Then all of a sudden he started teaching it. You know, that's how Nate does. That's how he is.
Yeah, it says here in Proverbs 3, verse 5, it says, trust in Yahweh with all thine heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. I'm going to read that again. Trust in Yahweh with all thine heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. And that's very simple. It says, whatever the most I gave you, you don't know what to do, read the book. Read the book. Whatever the book says, if your feeble mind thinks, no, I think it should go, put that feeble demon out your mind and go back to what the book says, man.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 55, verse 7. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And basically, you know, and what the mindset that you have now is a westernized mindset. You don't have the mindset that our forefathers had back in the ancient world. You know, we're coming back to that status now.
Yeah, your morals are based on, you know, you read some books on ancient Kemet, so you take some moral from that, but then you got morals that you learned over here in the West. So you got mixed morals. You got morals of Esau, and you got morals of Kemet. So you get emotional about certain things. Like, for example, I'm going to find this.
So it says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways and your ways, and my thoughts and your thoughts. So it ain't whatever you feel. The most I don't give a damn about that. It's whatever he feels. That's why the Apostle Tar said you got to go to the book. See, this is the instruction book. You know, this is what you got to go to, and this is what you got to measure, you know, your feelings by. You know, your emotions got to be wrapped up into this. You know, not in money. You have something, Apostle Gabar?
Yeah, the book of Psalm, the 94th chapter, beginning at the 10th verse. He that chastiseth the heathen, shall not he correct? He that teacheth man knowledge, shall he not know? Or shall not he know? The Lord knoweth the thoughts of man, that they are vanity.
That's right. Vanity, vain.
If they don't line up with these scriptures here, that they're basically vanity.
Yeah, King David said, I said in my haste, all men are liars. You know? Reading on in Isaiah 55 and 10, for as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it.
Yeah, this is an individual by the name of Philo, right? And he was an Alexandrian Jew that lived in Egypt. Now this, you know what I noticed about this guy? His nephew is Tiberius Julius Alexander. And this is what it said about this dude. Which proved he was a Jake. It says, Philo of Alexandria, also called Philo Judaeus, which means Judah, was a Hellenistic Jewish philosopher who lived in Alexandria meaning Alexandria, Egypt, you know. In the Roman province of Egypt, Philo used philosophical allegory to attempt to fuse and homogenize Greek philosophy with Jewish philosophy. So that's what you Jakes are doing now. You read them African proverbs. Your morals is based upon these African proverbs, but your morals is also is based upon what Esau taught you in school. Let me say this. When you watch the movie The Ten Commandments they made back in the 50s, they gave you, Cecil B. DeMille was behind that whole thing, and he gave you a list of books, and one of those books was known as the Book of Philo. So it's named after this guy. So he got a lot of those accounts from the Book of Philo. He mentioned the Book of Josephus. And he said, but the main book was the Holy Scriptures. But he mentioned Philo and the Josephus.
You found it, Apostle Gabor?
No.
Okay, I got this. This is Acts chapter 17. I'll start at 16. Now while Paul Now while Paul waited for them at Athens, his spirit was stirred in him when he saw the city wholly given to idolatry. Therefore disputed he in the synagogues with the Jews and with the devout persons, and in the market daily with them that met with him. Then certain philosophers of the Epicureans and of the Stoics encountered him. And some said, what will this babbler say? Others some, he seemeth to be a setter forth of strange gods, because he preached unto them Yahushua and the resurrection. And they took him and brought him to Areopagus, saying, may we know what this new doctrine whereof thou speakest is? For thou bringest certain strange things to our ears. We would know, therefore, what these things meant. For all the Athenians and strangers which were there spent their time in nothing else but either to tell or to hear some new thing. And that's pretty much what they would do. They would amalgamate everything that they taught. There was just pretty much a whole gumbo of nonsense, of crap, you know. And they, I mean, I'm sure they had some truths in there, but it was just a whole bunch of different philosophies mixed into one, with different emotions, different feelings, and all of that. You had
Yeah, I found it. The book of Isaiah 29:13. Wherefore the Lord saith, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth, and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. You know, example of that is, you heard Elder Apostle Tom mention Philo. You know, he came with his own precept. Then you heard Apostle Elder Ramla read that account. And basically, though, they're teaching the precept of men. You know, coming together to have every different kind of philosophy. No, there's a certain way that the Heavenly Father, through His Son, wants to be worshipped. As a matter of fact, this scripture just came to mind. The true.
I got something real quick.
Okay, yep.
This is Proverbs 18:1. Through desire, a man, having separated himself, seeketh and intermeddleth with all wisdom. You know, you're into all different type of philosophies, all different type of ways. You found it?
Yeah. John 4:22. And this is Yahushua speaking to that woman. This is what he said. He said, ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. But the hour cometh, and now is, talking about right now, at this moment, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. Now, what is the truth? What's written in here? And plus, you got to have the Spirit. The Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh, through His Son, Yahushua, has to be dealing with you, guiding you to worship Him. That's how this thing of ours works. When the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father seeketh such to worship Him. So who is the Father really looking for to worship Him? Those that worship Him in spirit and in truth. Okay? And where's the truth found? Right here in the Bible. All right?
Fight them through thy truth. Thy word is truth.
Thy word is truth. Yeah. The truth is found right in the Bible, man. Not in this book and that book. No, in the Bible. Like you said, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. All right? And the Bible is the book of the Lord. All right? The Bible. The Most High is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. So Yahushua, he said that twice. You know?
Yeah, this is Psalms 119:49. This is Zion, but you have Psalms 119 is a long book, and it's broken up into the alphabet. You know, Alap, Bayath. All right, now we're down to Zion, right, which means weapon. It says, remember the word unto thy servant, upon which thou hast caused me to hope. So we're hoping upon, my emotions are in this. It says, check this out. This is my comfort in my affliction. What? This? Not no fat, burnt, Pillsbury doughboy looking nigga. And them people that are under him, those people don't study. They're ultimate zombies, man. They just blindly follow him, man. It says, this, because if you came across, wait a minute, hold up, this is talking about the book. How, you know, this is my comfort, the book is my comfort in my affliction. For thy word have quickened me, have made me alive. The proud have had me greatly in derision. Yet have I not declined from thy law. It says, I remember thy judgments of old, O Yahweh, and have comforted myself. So that's part of the comforter too, them laws. It says, horror have taken hold upon me because of the wicked that forsake thy law. Now that's talking about Esau as well as Jake. Because Jake is doing all kind of wickedness, man. It says, thy statutes have been my songs. So we know that this word is a song. When you go back to Revelation, the 14th chapter, about the song, they sung a song that no man could sing that song. You can have a book. You can have the book and quote scriptures all you want. But if you don't know how to sing this song, you're lost. It says, thy statutes have been my song in the house of my pilgrimage. And we're in a pilgrimage right now. We're in a land outside of our land, waiting to go back to our kingdom. So we're pilgrims upon the earth. That tells you that, what's that in Hebrews? It says, I have remembered thy name, O Yahweh, in the night, and have kept thy law. This I had because I kept thy precepts. So, yeah, go ahead.
The book of Isaiah 30:8, it says, now go, write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. Well, what book is that? The Bible. It didn't say note it in the books.
I gotta keep reading, man. 57. Thou art my portion, O Yahweh. I have said that I would keep thy words. I entreated thy favor with my whole heart. Mine, be merciful unto me according to thy word. I thought on my ways and turned my feet unto thy testimonies, which is in the word. I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments. The bands of the wicked have robbed me, but I have not forgotten thy law. At midnight I will raise to give thanks unto thee because of thy righteous judgments. I am a companion of all them that fear thee. So the guys that are teaching wayward doctrines, we can't be with them because they're not our companions, because they don't fear the Most High. I am a companion of all them that fear thee, and of them that keep thy precepts. The earth, O Yahweh, is full of thy mercy. Teach me thy statutes, which is thy laws. It says, 65, thou hast dealt well with thy servant, O Yahweh, according unto thy word. Teach me good judgment and knowledge, for I have believed thy commandments. Before I was afflicted, I went astray, but now have I kept thy word. Thou art good and doest good. Teach me thy statutes. The proud have forged a lie against me, because they bring a lies against us, and the Most High is going to deal with them. But I will keep thy precepts with my whole heart, thy whole mind. Because you got guys that are lukewarm. That's why the scriptures speak about lukewarm cats. The lukewarm cats, Most High going to spew them out of their mouth. All right? Anyway, with that, I'm gonna pass it.
This is our 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 18. Wherefore comfort one another with these words. So this is the comforter right here. You know? And all one got to do is read the scriptures. You got it.
Psalm 119:9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. You know, that's pretty much it.
And with that, we're gonna close, and prophecies are beginning to take place, man. You know, my belief is that the ones that are supposed to be sealed are sealed, or about almost finished to be sealed, because this thing is global right now. You know, and there's a lot. We were talking before we set up. There's a lot of celebrities out there that watch us, man, that know our faces, know us by name and all that, and they know them other groups, and some of them know that we have the truth, and some of them are confused, man. So this thing is overshadowing pretty much everything, man. You know, this Hebrew Israelite thing is like a juggernaut, you know. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.